There are plenty of mountains in Wales. Some are higher, some are more dramatic. Some attract thousands of people climbing them every year. But very few carry a title or a nickname as intriguing as the one I'm about to go up now. Skirrid Fawr, or the Holy Mountain. I've always wondered why it was called that. Was it because of Christianity, or was it already a sacred place long before churches, crosses and saints and that stuff arrived? So today I'm walking to the summit, and hopefully I'll try and find out. At the moment we're in, I think it's Kyle Wood, just heading up. Looks pretty good. So yeah, couldn't think of anything better on a summer's evening. Let's go to Skirrid Fawr. Wow, look at them views. This mountain stands outside Abergavenny, guarded by the entrance to the Black Mountains. Its Welsh name is Ysgyryd Fawr, and many people believe the word comes from an old Welsh root meaning split or shattered. Even from miles away you can see why. The mountain looks as though somebody's taken a huge bite from one side. According to local tradition, when Jesus died on the cross, the earth shook with such violence that mountains split all across the world. And here in Wales, this mountain itself broke open. The scar that you can see is said to be the mark left by that moment. It's a remarkable story because it connects one small mountain in Monmouthshire to one of the defining events of Christianity. Now, modern geology, of course, tells us a different story. It says this ridge all along the Skirrid was formed thousands of years ago by a massive landslip. But folklore really isn't interested in geological processes. People looked at this extraordinary landscape and asked a different question. What happened here? that isn't the only reason why the mountain became known as holy. At the foot stands St Michael's Church at Cwmioe, and that's one of the strangest churches in Wales. It's building leans quite dramatically because the ground beneath it's been slowly moving throughout centuries. Some walls slope at possible angles. The floor isn't level and nothing feels straight. Whether by coincidence or intention, the church sits beneath the mountain, surrounded by all these stories, and it's dedicated to St Michael. Across Britain and Europe, St Michael's churches often occupy high places or landscapes already considered spiritually important. It's almost as if Christianity didn't erase older sacred places, it adopted them. Because the one thing Christianity became incredibly good at wasn't destroying sacred places, it was adopting them. If people believe somewhere mattered, the church built there. Don't fight the memory, recruit it. Which is why you'll often find St Michael perched on hills and ancient sites all over Britain. It's almost as if the church understood something. People become attached to places. But perhaps the story goes back even further. Long before churches appeared, long before medieval pilgrims climbed the slopes, people were already living on this mountain. The summit, it contains remains of an Iron Age hill fort, and its earthworks are still visible on the mountain. From up here, you can see for miles the Vale of Iwast, Black Mountains, across to England, all the way over there. This wasn't simply somewhere to defend, it was somewhere to watch, to gather, and to mark territory. We don't know exactly what happened here 2,000 years ago, but we do know that people repeatedly chose this place. One of the things I find fascinating about places like Skirrid is how every generation leaves its own interpretation. Prehistoric communities, they built earthworks around places like this. Christians, they saw evidence of the crucifixion. Medieval people decided to build a church to St Michael. Here I am with a camera making a little video for YouTube. So this mountain hasn't changed. Only the stories that we tell about it. Some will call it history, some folklore, some will call it faith. Others simply call it a beautiful mountain in South Wales with some of the best views about. And whatever the explanation, Skirrid reminds us that landscapes, they aren't just made from rock, they're also made from memory, collective memory. And every generation keeps adding another layer. For years and years, people keep returning. A holy mountain. And I hope for many years, people still continue to come.